All right, this is the generator setup. So this is what charges our batteries on our off-grid system if we don't have sun for an extended period of time. If the voltage drops to a certain level, or the battery percentage, however you want to set it, this will kick on via 2-wire start and charge our batteries back up. And this is a little 3-cylinder Cat diesel, Perkins probably. I think it's, I'm not sure. It looks like a Perkins 3-cylinder, but it's a Cat branded, so I'm not sure if they bought them or how that works. But branded as a little Caterpillar 3-cylinder diesel, super efficient. This is 11 kW. I have this set up under a little lean-to on the back side of the shop, so it's covered up, open air but covered up, and we've had some pretty cold winters, and it's done great. I've got a little heating pad on the oil pan I'll show you that it starts first crank every time. It's been great. Cold weather hasn't really affected it. This is the fuel tank setup. I just have a 55-gallon drum that kind of converted into the fuel tank with, this is the return and supply. There's a tube, copper tube. This was a kit I got. It fits the bung of a 55-gallon drum, and I can't remember, maybe Aurora Diesel or something possibly is where I got that kit, but it works really well. And then on Amazon, I got that vented fuel cap. Makes it a lot easier to fill it. This is kind of a farm tank that we have that I use. I fill up once a year or less, 300-gallon, and they'll come fill it for me, and then I can just take the hose and put the nozzle in the tank there and keep this 55-gallon drum topped off, which has been really nice. It worked out really well. You'll see kind of that's another generator inlet that I have, and I did that just in case. I didn't want to wire it in permanently. Probably I don't know if I should have, as far, I'm not sure, but this has worked fine, and I wanted to do that in case I had to swap out generators, or if this one was down and I wanted to set a portable back here, or whatever the case may be. It would be a little easier to transition to a different generator if I needed to. This is the control panel that came with the generator, and it's on auto now. You can see you can manually start it, can turn it off completely if you're working on it, just avoid it starting up on you. And then I installed this panel, and then I have these plugged down here in case I needed, in case I wanted to use it for whatever, just to have some flexibility with output on it. And that's just plugged, that's just a light here, so I can look at the security cameras and tell if it's running or not. It'll automatically turn on when the generator's running. I just keep the oil changed. It says 500-hour interval. I do 200 hours. I change it every 200 hours. It might be a little overkill, but it runs so infrequently that it's not a big deal. I'm not changing the oil very often at all. So that's the heating pad on the oil pan that runs to a little thermostat cube, thermo cube, which will kick on when I think it's probably 32 degrees or 40, or I'm not sure what the temperature has to drop to for that little thermocube to energize, but it's worked out well. And like I said, it starts first crank every time. So that's the generator setup. That kind of the backup when there's no sun. That'll kick on, charge the batteries, and it'll run for 4 or 5 hours probably, to take the batteries from 20% up to, I'm not sure what I have it set at, maybe 80%, 20 to 80% or something. And like I said, it doesn't use, but I really think it's less than 3/4 of a gallon an hour, running at 7 kW, 7 to 8, I think 7.5 maybe is what we have it set at. So that's it. Thank you for watching.